So even though with our numbers going down, they're not where the state suggested they should be for schools to bring students back to class, Brandon.
Yeah, and Heather, in fact, several school districts in the Valley ignored those guidelines for in-class learning, including Queen Creek Unified. So what exactly did school actually look like today? How did students feel about going back to class? Brianna Whitney with the report tonight.
The first day of school definitely looked different inside Queen Creek High School today with COVID precautions in place. I spoke with a junior after she got home from class today who says there's no doubt they opened too early and noticed teachers were missing.
It was a different kind of buzz on the first day of school. What normally is excitement, this time was skepticism.
We're kind of like the guinea pigs for every other school too. They're kind of just like using Queen Creek opening to see if other schools can open.
Olivia Oberly is a junior at Queen Creek High School, and while she was excited to see her friends, she noticed a teacher shortage right away, having a sub for the first day of class.
I had one, but all of my friends had at least one sub. I wish they would have just waited so we could have a teacher for the year instead of like a substitute and then another substitute and then maybe a teacher.
That's because dozens of teachers resigned ahead of the first day of school, according to the district, after it was announced they'd open for in-person learning today, despite not hitting the COVID health benchmarks. While online schooling is an option, it's a virtual academy where students don't have a teacher to ask questions or interact with. Olivia says they did take their temperature and try to make things safer on campus.
We had to put our masks on as soon as we set foot on campus, not in like the parking lot. It was just like once we stepped into the courtyard. We had directional arrows and tape for our hallways to only go one way so there wasn't a bunch of traffic.
But she says social distancing in classrooms wasn't as strict as it should have been.
You know what? They never like put the desks apart or anything. They were like normal. We just had to wear our masks.
Have they told you what happens if somebody in your class tests positive?
No, they haven't even covered that.
The district says of the about 10,000 students they have enrolled in their district, only 14% opted to learn online. Brianna Whitney for Arizona's Family.